In this session, what we're going to do is to show you as an applicant how you can do your own video resume. And a video resume is just a way to show an employer what your qualifications are besides what they see in a resume. So in order to create your own video resume, you'll see that there's a link on the left-hand side here called Video Resume. Simply click on the Video Resume link, and you're going to notice several things on the screen. The first is whether to make your video resume private or public, and I would encourage you to keep it as a private listing until you're sure you like everything you see about it. You're also going to see a public link here, and this is the link that when your video resume is completed, you'll take that link, you can put it in your cover letter, you can put it in your right directly into your resume, your Facebook, your LinkedIn account, whatever you would like. So to start off, you can put in a title, and what you can do is you can either put your name in there, you can put in a title of the position you want, it's whatever it is up to you. So in this case, I'm just going to say Demo Sales Representative, because that is the type of job I want. You can also in here put a little bit of an introduction, so a brief introduction that will explain what you will be presenting in your videos. And remember, it's more about the video than the text, because this is what allows you to differentiate yourself from the sea of resumes that an employer is going to get. So you can just put in here other information for now, whatever you would like. You're going to either not add a resume, but I would always suggest adding your resume to your video resume. And you see that you do have one on file in this case, and if you don't, you would simply choose a file and upload it. But for me, because there's one on file and it's the one I want to use, I'm going to say use this resume. So now my resume is attached to my video resume. I can view the resume here, or I can also update it if I want to change it later. The other thing you can do is you have the option to show your email address on your video resume and show your phone number there as well. And if you want to keep those confidential, you can always do that. You'll notice that there's 3 career-related questions that you'll be asked to complete, and you can complete 1, 2, or 3 of them. It's totally up to you. So the first one in this case is describe your ideal career and your ideal company, because that's what a lot of employers want to know. So in order to record your answer, you would click on the Edit button, which is on the left-hand side, and up will come the questions listed here. Describe your ideal career and your ideal company. And again, you always have to allow to have interactive applicant access to your webcam. Now, if you don't see yourself here, which you should, you have to make sure firstly that the video and audio button on the top right is checked off, because sometimes what will happen is the audio only may be checked, in which case the screen is blanked out. And this is a good example too, is if you just want to submit your audio questions and you don't want to show yourself as part of your video resume, that's totally up to you. But in this case, we're going to go with video and audio. And if I still don't see myself, again, you can always go down to the settings down here. First thing is to say, or is to check to say, is my camera allowing interactive applicant access? So make sure you check allow, and then check your webcam to see which webcam is being used. And again, if you have multiple webcams, you have to use the drop-down list to select the one that you want to use. In this case, I only have one, which is the built-in iSight. And then also check your microphone. And in this case, I have 3 options: a built-in microphone, built-in input, or a Plantronics headset. And obviously, I'm going to use the Plantronics headset because that's what I have on right now. Click close and you're pretty much ready to go. So again, in terms of tips for a good recording, make sure your lighting is good. In this case, it is a little bit dark for myself. I would suggest having a bit more bright here. Keep things behind you nice and clean. Try not to have too much stuff in the background, and for sure definitely wear a suit and tie for males and dress as you would for an interview. Now to record your answer, you would click the record button, and what you're going to see is a recording light flash on the top left hand side. You'll notice that the green button or the green bar is going to be moving up and down, indicating that your voice is being heard. And the other thing you can adjust is microphone levels and volume levels on here as well. There's 2 separate level controls there. On the bottom is a countdown timer from 1 minute down. Each question that you have to answer is basically 1 minute or less. When you're done answering, click the stop button, and then you can go ahead and click the play button to play back what you have recorded to see if you like it. If you like it, great. If you don't, you can stop it and simply click the re-record again and go through that process. And you can do that as much as you want until you are really satisfied with your first answer to your question. When that's all said and done and you're happy with it, you click the save. And you also have to look on the top here. This question is active or inactive. So for instance, if in the future you want to make a question inactive, you can simply click the Make Inactive button and nobody will have access to it. But in this case, it's going to be active, and this is an example of what the employer will see when you send it to them. So if you ever need to edit your answer, you can come back in and edit answer, so that's a possibility too. When you're happy with that, you close out, and you'll see that now that it is not an active answer, which I want to change, but you can see I completed it. So I want to change that back to being active so that when I do send it out, my employers will have an ability to see it. So once that's all set up, you complete the next two questions, because you can see there's two no's here, or if you want to just send the one question, you have the ability to do that. When you're ready to see how this is all going to look from an employer standpoint, you can click the preview video resume, and this is exactly what an employer is going to see when they click on your link. And they will be able to pop open the resume. Here's your information, and there's the question and the answer. They would simply click on it on the bottom, and they'll be able to now see you, and they'll be able to see your resume at the same time. So your video resume would be complete in this case. So if you like everything you see, you can simply close out and make it public. Because if you send this link to somebody, the PNDA13352 is an example, if you send it out and it's not made public, then the employer who's opening it up isn't going to get the opportunity to see it at all. So again, make sure that public is set, and when that's all said and done, you can simply copy and paste this link. You can put it into your cover letters, you can put it into your resumes, your LinkedIn account, your Facebook, wherever you would like a possible employer to see what else you can offer. If you have any questions, you can certainly give us a call at Interactive Applicant or support@interactiveapplicant.com.